even get to cross.
Hey everyone, Gaming Revelation HD here, and today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial for McServerSoft. And here's the page to McServerSoft. I'll put the link in the description below. And what it is, it's free, no struggles, and it's a panel for your I can't talk. It's a panel for your Minecraft server. So here's some screenshots. It shows. And this is the console. So I used to use this a lot when I was back in Windows, but now I run a Linux-based server, so I can't use it unless he does Linux, makes a Linux version. So to get started, what you do is you go to downloads and you acknowledge the responsibility to frequently create server backups. And you can either choose between the Bucket Edition or the Tekkit Classic Edition. All you do is just click that, and then you download it, and it'll take you to AdFly. You wait 5 seconds, you press skip, and it downloads. But I already downloaded it. So I will be showing you how to set up the Tekkit and the regular Bucket. So first thing you guys want to do is port forward, which is really important, because if you don't port forward, then people can't connect to your server. So for me, I have Xfinity, so I would be going to this address, which is my IP to go to access my router. But to figure that out, you go IP config in your command prompt. And it's right here, default gateway, and you log into that. So for Xfinity, the username is admin, the password is just password. Then you go down to the advanced, and you're in port forwarding. So to add a service, you just click add service, and then you do other service. We'll say Minecraft. TCP UDP, it's already got the server IP address for me. We'll do 25565, and then you type 25565 again and add it. So there we go, right here. Now it's port forwarded, and just in case that doesn't work later, keep it up. So first thing you do now is, where did I put the, okay, so when you download McServer, oh yeah, right here. When you download McServerSoft, you get this zip file. All you do is you just drag it in a folder, right click and extract here, and it gives you these files. Or you can put it in any other directory, but this will be the directory at which the server will run. So right now I just have it on my desktop. So you just click run, and this is the Bucket Edition. You press I agree, and this is just basically a tutorial, help you set it up, but right now I'll just say no. All you do is you just press start, and hopefully it starts up. For some reason my computer doesn't like to run servers very well. That's why I run it off of here. Now it's setting up the spawn area. Probably start up Minecraft so I can even show you that it works. And for that, when it says this, I used to get this a lot when I had it, but it usually never really did anything. I remember there used to be a way, so you can go in the modify, and this is all of your internal server configuration. So if you want to start it, like let's say you restart your computer, if you want your server to start up, the program to start up, this is what you click. Pretty sure that's Start server on load. Never seen that one before. I used to use this a long time ago. This will check for any updates. So what MCServerSoft has is it has its own plugin too. So it'll check for updates for that plugin, which basically just help you use all of these buttons on your control panel and stuff. Close console on server stop. So if you just stop the server and you want the console just closed, you can do that, which is great because it used to be you stop the server and if you close the console, for some reason the Java process still ran. So here are your server properties. You can just have online mode and all that stuff. You can set your max player, so let's say 100, height limit, player idle timeout, so if they're AFK for too long it'll kick them, op permission level, the view distance and all that stuff. You can change your server name, so we'll say test server, texture pack, then you just click save. So now the settings are saved. Now advanced, you're going to locate RAM all the way to 14 gigs. And then you can do query or archon. Custom startup lines. So let's say you want to create a startup line where your server restarts on crash. So you can do that. Or if you want to click the restart button, right, there's a restart button, I promise you. Yeah, that restart button right there. If you want to click that, so what it'll do is it'll restart the server, but in here, this will show, this is pretty important when it comes to that, because if your server is quick and it stops really fast, well then that's how fast the restart will be. Like it'll shut down and then start it. It does it all on a time interval. So like if you have a really slow server, but you're starting it like this, then the console will stop the server, but then it will start it right away, and it will say perhaps that port's already been used because the server still hasn't been able to shut down all the way. So you want to be able to shut down the server all the way before it starts up again. So yeah, we'll just save again. World Manager, you can just mess with your worlds in here. This is the bucket.yml. So let's say like you have like, let's see, there is, I know there's something in here, but never mind, I can't find it. Usually I can. I think it's just because it's a little different. Oh, because I think this is not, oh, Minecraft didn't even start. It likes to do that. Yep, likes to crash. It's annoying. So, yeah, this is just the bucket without YML. You can edit any of this crap in here. Alright. So here's the operators, so you can just edit like who's op on the server. Whitelisting, you can edit who's whitelisted or not. You can edit the banned players here. And then troubleshooting, this will tell you if you're connected to the internet, if Minecraft.net's online, and all that good stuff. Tell you if, now let's see, it says my mcssmanager.jar is outdated, and bucket server is outdated, so I'll have to update those, which you go, come on, you go to update. So here's all the update stuff. So you have to stop the server. No, you don't want to close this. We'll now update that, and we'll update that. It should automatically update it. And once it's done updating, you start up the server again. And it should be all good. So now we just start the server. So all the direct connect to localhost is logging in. And bam, let me turn off my shaders. And bam, we're on our own server. You can just go to the console, put op, And look at that. Successfully started up a server, which, if I added it, let's see if it saved my settings. Yep. 0 out of 100. Vanilla test server. And it should be running with... Oh, we don't have essentials. Alright, so there's that. Just a few bumps, but all in all it worked at the end. Oh, and the can't keep up thing. Forgot I was trying to show you guys that. I'm sure it's in here. Or it used to be, at least. It's not in here anymore. Oh. Warn on overload. So you go in bucket, you just change that to false. You save. Then there's that. Then you just restart your server. See, it all works. You shouldn't say can't keep up anymore. Which, see, it said it after. Yeah. So it doesn't say it anymore. There you go. Your own Minecraft server. So, that's what McServerSoft is. You can manage your plugins here. You just drag a plugin jar on here, and then you can set it up. The modify is for all the internal server stuff. Server is just this file. Stats will show how many online players, your TPS, so mine's running at 19.8. Memory monitor, so how much memory it's using out of 2 gigs. I'm using 0.62. And then you can also register it, and it'll show up on McServerSoft. It'll show all your stats and stuff. So yeah, so that's the bucket part. So we'll just stop the server, close that. Oh, you can also start backups for the server. And yeah, there's that. So that was the bucket version. Now the Tekkit version, which I used to run a lot, because I had a Tekkit server. So it should be, it's basically the same as the bucket version. You just start it. Start. We'll go into modify. So we'll turn online mode on, spawn animals, spawn monsters. We don't have command blocks, structures, nether, end, PvP, max players 100, height limit 256. Normal, survival, default, test server. We'll save that. Go to advanced, we'll go 2 gigs. Save that. World manager. Tekkit, warn on overload. Just because it's annoying. Save. Operators, whitelist, and troubleshooting. We should be good. Now we got all that done. We'll restart the server. We don't want to shut down the console. Let's hope that I have Tekkit installed. And I do. don't want to play Forgecraft, we want to play Tekkit Classic. Play. And this is also port forwarded on 25565. To change that, let's wait for Tekkit to get out of the way. To change that, you go server, and you go down to here, server properties. You run that, and then you can change the port here. But if you change the port, you have to port forward that same port. So if you did 25564, then you would have to go back and port forward that port. And this is basically, you can change everything again in there. So multiplayer, add server, local host. And there it is. Except it didn't save some of this stuff, which I'd have to probably do in the... There it says, I joined the server in the console. There we go. So now we have a Tekkit server also. So to change that stuff, normally you'd have to go here. Max players, 100, and all that stuff. So if something doesn't work, you can always change the files in here. You can put your plugins in there. All types of cool stuff. And normally, I don't think that, I think there's just a bug where it says the McServerSoft plugin is outdated for Tekkit. I'm not sure. Let me check. Because usually it's like a bug where it updates it to the newest version of like 1.9 or no, not 1.9, 1.7 or whatever bucket's at. Yeah, doesn't even look like it's installing or going away. Oh, no. We want to stop the server first. So, yeah. So that's basically the Tekkit and the bucket version of McServerSoft. Usually, if you get a problem where it says something about Java, I can't remember what the error was, but usually it's a problem with this. So let's say like it says Tekkit dot 1234. Oh, this will probably be how we can figure it out. So if we start the server, it should say there's a problem with the jar. Unable to access jar file Tekkit.jar. So if you ever get that, then you want to go in here, rename it to Tekkit. And since it's already a jar file, it already says .jar. So all you do is restart the server, which hopefully I didn't mess anything up. Okay. And see? Now it's loading. So usually, sometimes people get that problem. I don't think you should really have to worry about that, hopefully. And then there's also another problem where you'll get java.lang or whatever, which most of the time the problem really is that you don't have Java 7. But usually you'll find that out if you go modify and troubleshooting. So this will say Java 7 or higher is installed. You need .NET Framework 4.0 or higher. So there's all that. So this is really helpful. This tells you what you need. You probably don't have to... Oh. Yeah. Right here. The MCSS Manager TCE, which is the Tekkit Classic Edition. That's what you need to update. So that would be here. So that's basically all the all you have to do for McServerSoft. So what it is you run the server on your computer, but instead of running like a dumb little console from Minecraft.net, you actually get a big control panel that you can actually manage everything on. And what I used to do is I used to have another computer, well I still do, but it used to be Windows right here. So this used to be my Windows, this used to be a Windows server. Yeah. I can't talk. So, I used to run McServerSoft on here just because it made it so much easier, but then I changed to Linux, so now I just do everything through MTMyAdmin, which you kind of have to pay for. But that's just an online control panel too. So, yeah, McServerSoft's cool because it's free and you actually get a panel, and it helps a lot. I feel like it really does make your server a lot, like, run better. And it just tells you like certain problems it has, like in the troubleshooting and everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I used to use it for a couple years. So yeah, I would really suggest getting it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully my speaking didn't mess anything up. I'm still doing it. I can't talk right now. It's probably because it's a little too early for me. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, go check out McServerSoft. I'll put the links in the description. And oh, I almost forgot to mention. So this is a really useful tool right here, Port Forward Network Utility. What you do is you download it from portforward.com. Trial. Just press OK. And this thing's really cool. So it'll detect your router, so what router you have. So I have an Xfinity router. It'll make your IP address static, so it makes it where it says right here for reliable connections. Port forward, create a port forward in your router, so it'll help you port forward, and port checker, which I like too. So so sometimes if your port forward's not working, like if someone can't join your server and you're saying, oh, I port forward, then you just click check me, and this will either tell you if your port is opened, or this takes a while. If it's closed, it'll tell you your port is not open, not reachable. So yeah, that's cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll put the link in the description for this also below. And yeah, subscribe.